As a kid, we didn't grow up in church. We didn't go to church. It was not something that was normal in our household at all. But as I got a little older, we moved into a trailer park here in Casa Grande. And I remember this big white bus coming through the neighborhood, and along the side it said First Assembly of God. And one Sunday I just mustered up the courage to actually go and get on this bus. And that was my first experience, my first time learning about really who Jesus is. And at that moment, the seed was planted. And as I started getting older and older and older, that drawing, that calling was still evident. No matter how hard I tried to drown it out, no matter how hard I tried to push it away, it always surfaced at moments, critical moments in my life. I didn't know what I was doing, how it was going to play out, what the calling was really on my life. But I knew that Jesus loved me, and I knew that His church was a catalyst for change in our communities and beyond. It changed my life as I was committed and just staying consistent with attendance and just being present. People around me started noticing, people in leadership within the church started noticing, and they really just took me under their wings and began to give me opportunities to speak, give me opportunities to pray, very small things, but things that had a lasting impact that led to where I'm at now. And then I remember Pastor Jerry sitting me down, I believe it was at a Carl's Jr., and he told me that he really felt the Holy Spirit tell him that I was going to be the next lead pastor of the church. It threw me away. It threw me back, just for the simple fact that I was a little snot-nosed kid coming here to the church, just learning about Jesus, the seed being planted, to this point now where I have the lead pastor of the church telling me that I'm next in line. It was the obedience of men and women of God. Pastor Ed Bradford was willing to take a leap of faith and have a bus ministry to pick up kids. The obedience of Pastor Jerry, who saw something in me and was willing to take a risk in allowing me to come into the ministry that God had placed in his life. It was their faithfulness and not necessarily focusing on the work, but focusing on the people. And I seen that so evident in Pastor Jerry Rotan and his ability to focus on the people. And the Lord told me from the beginning, everything that I give to you, hold loosely. Hold it loosely. And I was wondering, like, hold it loosely? And he made it clear, because the moment I want to change something, I need you to change at that moment. And I think sometimes we can hold on to things so tight that we just don't want to let go. When God says, trust in me with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge me, and I will make straight your paths. And who is going to be next? Who is going to take the ministry of the Lord further than we could ever have done? All it takes is a yes.